Hey everybody, it's Jeff from JNL Electric again. I want to give you guys a tip on how to change a household switch. Right here we have a basic toggle switch hooked up to a fluorescent light above. It's in a bedroom. First you just need a basic small flat-headed screwdriver. Apply it to the cover screws. By the way, these are all hand tools, you don't need anything special. Go ahead and remove these screws. There's one. Here's two. Pop your cover loose. Place it to the side somewhere where it won't fly away, your screws won't fall. You're going to have Phillips screws generally behind those. Come in with a basic Phillips screwdriver. Remove the screws. There's one. There's two. Place those also with the other screws so you don't lose them. Pull the switch out. This happens to be a hot switch, which you shouldn't do. But anyways, we got these terminals that are hooked up right here. You got one going in. This is probably your power. This is shared power with the room. You got your switch leg going out, which is your red. That's going to go to your light. Everything else is tied together back inside of here. As you can see, you got your shared power, like I said. You got a leg coming off that. The red's going directly up to the light. All your whites are tied together. Also inside of the box, your ground's also tied together, forced in the back. They're twisted together. Anyways, what you do is you just pull this out. You're going to go ahead on this particular one and cut this switch loose. You're going to cut these off. This switch actually works, so there's no need to replace it. But just for general purpose, this kind doesn't release through the screw, so you need to cut this here, cut this here. You can release the ground if you choose to, or you can cut it and recurl it. Then you're going to strip these just long enough, ½ inch, to slide into the plug, the new switch rather, that you place into the wall here. Push everything back in accordingly, fold it in. The trick is to make sure it folds in nice. That way you got a nice space available for your plug or switch when you go to push them back inside of the enclosure here in the wall. And just go ahead and push it back in. After it's wired up correctly, you're going to take your two Phillips head screws, insert them, find your holes. Now when you put these in, leave it a little bit loose. You don't have to tighten it completely. At least till you know that your level and everything's going good. You're not pinching nothing, everything's good. This one, see, it's got good wiggle. It's got some spring. So I can go ahead and tighten it. What you do is you tighten it until these tabs right here are pressing lightly against your drywall or your finish, whatever you have. It could be tile, marble, whatever. See, now it's kind of tight. It's not super tight, but it's tight. Then you want to get your plate back on. Go ahead and grab your little screws, throw your plate back on. Now see, that little bit of wiggle gives us an opportunity to level this plate. Once you put the plate back on, grab one of your screws. Go ahead and you can hand tighten it at first, or you can just use your screwdriver to get it started. Now these also, you don't want to completely tighten them at first. Get it snug and leave it. Take the next one, get it snug, and leave it. Then make sure that you're level. You got what you're looking for. Right about there is looking perfect. Go ahead and give this another couple turns till it's tight, not super tight, or you can crack the plate. You can actually hear it applying pressure. Turn it up and down vertically straight for uniform look. This one is tight now. Up and down, perfectly straight, up and down. You have a working switch.